something, Kath? I was lucky. I could have been hurt a lot worse.
Who would do a thing like this? Why?
I don't know. But it's certainly not the rustler. There'd be no point in his calling attention to himself by shooting at somebody who's no threat to him.
Any time. Any place, there could be a shot.
Cut it out, Kath.
Anywhere you go, he could be waiting for you behind a rock or a bush. He might be outside your door, just right now, just waiting to...
Kath, will you stop? One look at you and the kid...
I can't stand any more of this. I don't know who he is or what...
Now, you listen to me. We're going to do whatever we can. It may not be much, but it's better than just standing around going to pieces and waiting to be picked off.
You're right, I'm sorry.
Now, look, you stay here with the kids. Keep them close to you. Keep your eye on that shotgun. You know how to use it.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Major McCoy. We need help. I don't know if the man shooting at me is tied in with the rustlings or not. It just seems kind of funny, both things happening at the same time.
This man you chased, did you ever see him around anywhere before?
I can't tell. I didn't get a good enough look at him.
Could be the same fella. Two things like this don't happen together with no connection. The best we can do is get the rustler, and we're counting on the association agent. He's an expert at manhunting, and he's due in here today.
Well, you think I ought to stick around? Wait till he shows up?
No point. I'll tell him what's up. If he wants to talk to you, you'll be over at the cabin, won't you?
Yeah, I sure will.
Leave! Move. I gotta buy your lasso sleeve.
Bunch quitter just snapped mine like a thread. Well, I don't figure you'd mind chatting away the day like you are.
No problem. We'll fix you right up. Clayton, I'd like you to meet Ray Devery. Kind of a nephew of mine. I was a good friend of his dad in Texas. Ray, this is Clayton Monroe.
Howdy.
Hi. I haven't seen you around here before.
I haven't been around here before.
Oh. You gonna be working for the Major?
For a while. Until I get back to holding up banks and stealing cows.
Ray's tongue would shrivel up like a piece of bacon if he was telling the truth.
I beg your pardon, Uncle Sleeve. I'll just be taking the lasso and leaving. Well, somebody's got to be getting the work done around here.
Take it and get out of here and mind your own business.
See you around.
You know something, Slave? It's funny, but at first I thought he reminded me of the man who was after me.
Well, you're jittery and the calf at milking time. Don't let it get the best of you, Clayton.
I can't help it, Slave.
Kath, no? How's she doing?
She's scared. I can't blame her. I guess it must be the not knowing what or when or why.
So it's getting to you.
Yeah.
For a man that's supposed to be a good friend, I'm sure no use.
Well, don't worry about it. I just kind of picked on you till I could find somebody who could work miracles. So long, Sleeve.
See you later. Stick to open country as much as you can on the way back.
You bet I will.
Is that better?
A little bit. You're still not much of a danger to anything you're aiming at. Try it once more. This time, squeeze the trigger. Otherwise, you'll pull it offline.
When do I get a turn?
As soon as Jeff's shoulder's too sore.
My shoulder's fine. You know, I've been wanting to learn how to shoot ever since I was a kid. What made you decide we should learn now, Clay?
Well, you're not kids anymore. Besides, now the work's mostly caught up. I got more time to spend with you.
It's Steve and two other men. Amy, you and Snow stay here with the twins. All right. Okay, my turn.
Hi, Slade.
Heard some gunshots. Everything all right?
Sure, I mean, the kid's just getting in a little target practice.
Hey, Clay.
Hi, Ray.
Clay, I brought somebody who can really help you. Meet Jonas Prine, agent for the Cattlemen's Association.
How do you do? I'm pleased to meet you.
Kath, this is Mr. Prine.
How do you do?
Miss Kathy.
There isn't a cattleman in Wyoming who wouldn't tell you Jonas here is the best friend he's got.
Well, there might be one or two now, Slade.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Prime.
Nice to meet you, sir.
What's the matter with him?
Well, looks like he picked up a rock.
Here, take my knife and clean out his hoof.
Well, thanks, Sleeve.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's about time you boys were learning to shoot. You're almost grown up. There's one thing you want to remember about a rifle. A rifle's like a person. It's got its own quirks. And you take that rifle of mine over there. She'll pull, an inch and a half to the left in 50 yards. I ain't gonna make up for it.
An inch and 50 yards.
Yeah. If you want me to, later, if I got some time, I'll give you a couple pointers.
Gee, thanks.
Okay.
I'm afraid we better get down to business if you plan on being back at the ranch in time to meet the major.
Yeah, right.
Amy, twins, better go down to the creek. Check those traps we set this morning.
Why?
Don't argue, just go.
Why do we have to? We're practically grown up.
Yeah, that's right, you are. You know how you prove it, don't you? By following orders. Come on. I didn't mean to take over from you. I think it's a good idea that they don't hear anything that's going to make them scared.
Let's all go inside and have some coffee.
Hey, that sounds fine.
Do you think it was that rustler who shot Clayton, Mr. Prime?
My name's Jonas, Kathy. Thank you. I don't know. It's hard to tell about a rustler unless you know who he is, but I'd say it's a pretty good guess.
I don't believe a rustler would try to kill Glade.
Well, I'll tell you something, Sleed. I don't either. Been too many near misses. Too many times he could have had him and he didn't. I don't think he was trying to kill him. I could have figured a different way. Supposing this fellow, whoever he is, was trying to drive Clade out of here. Suppose he just didn't want him around. What do you think, Clay? Do you think I'm wrong?
I think you'd know the way a rustler would act better than I do.
Yeah, well, I guess that's true. I've been chasing them for enough years. You do. You get to know what makes them tick, what they're thinking. You take this fella, for instance. This fella isn't just an ordinary wrangler. He's pretty smart. You can tell that from the way that he's taking the top grade of beef all the time. As to why he's after you, that's just a guess, but let's figure it out for a minute. Supposing he had his camp or his corral, his base of operations someplace near your camp.
What should we do?
What you should do is get out of here. Fast.
No. I mean, this is our home. No one's going to chase us away from it.
Look, Kathy, I don't want to frighten you, but Supposing this fella doesn't miss next time. This land isn't any good to a dead man.
Jonas makes sense. You could all stay at Paradox, at least till we get our man.
Mr. Prine, do you think we'll be left alone if we leave?
Yeah, I do. You know, it's real hard to tell what a man like this is going to do, Clay. You got your family to think of. Now, I know it's hard to leave a place that you built with your own hands, but if you take my advice, you go. For a little while, anyway.
You'd be back soon, and safe. And I'll keep an eye on the place.
But how do we know you'll catch the man? How will we know when it's safe to come back? We can all stay here, each looking out for the other, not going out until it's safe, but not leave our home.
No, Kath, I think he's right. We'll pack and go now.
It'll be dark by the time we get there.
That doesn't matter, Kath.
Clayton, I'm glad you decided to do it this way. I'd be worried about you. Knowing you were here.
Everything's gonna be all right, son. If there's anything